I'm going to tell you about my experience with a carnivore diet, raw versus cooked. But before I do this, I want to tell you a little bit about my background story, because I think there are people that have clicked for the first time on one of my videos. I have been a vegan for almost 4 years. And during those 4 years, I saw my health steadily decline. It declined so much that I considered eating animal products again. And I'm super glad I did, because my mental health and physical health improved really much from there. Then I came across a carnivore diet. I thought it was perfect because I was experiencing a lot of discomfort in my abdomens and problems with sugar. Now, my definition of a carnivore diet was solely eating animal products. Back then, I thought just anything that comes from an animal is the carnivore diet, and I'm going to do that. Because I just noticed every time I reintroduced something processed or something not from the animal kingdom, I would get digestive issues, and I wasn't liking that.
This is my stomach after eating a commercial chocolate. I didn't have bloating for 3 weeks, and it looks like I'm pregnant right now.
So that went really good for a while, until I got a Parasite. And this is going to sound scary maybe for some. For some it might seem really normal, but it gave me great discomfort. Back then I didn't know I had a Parasite. I was just experiencing a lot of really nasty symptoms, great pain and discomfort in my stomach area, and I was kind of hopeless, and I didn't know what to do at that moment. And the only thing I could stomach without having any pains was meat, especially beef. A little bit later into this video, I will tell you about my theories on how I got this Parasite, because I think some of you are probably already thinking that I might have got it from the meat, but we will get into that later. Now, I experienced great discomfort from a little piece of cheese. My stomach would bloat up. Vegetable juice made me completely itchy all over my skin. I felt like stabs in my digestive system. I couldn't even drink bone broth back then. So this was the time where I decided to go full beef, full carnivore. I think that is what people mean with carnivore diet today, just only eating beef. I could be wrong, I don't know, but that's what I did. Only beef, and I had liver too, beef liver and calf liver. Now, this is my experience. There is no scientific evidence involved here. I'm not gonna cite you studies on if raw meat is better than cooked meat or the other way around. This is what I felt. This is my experience. With raw meat, I felt really mentally clear. I had no digestive issues whatsoever. Yet the meat didn't really satisfy me. It wasn't comforting. I felt cold and empty, yet I had this strange craving for it. Not really a craving as you might have it for any type of junk food, but this weird instinct that I just wanted to eat beef liver, and I wanted to keep on continuing eating the raw meat after I took a first bite. The taste is very neutral, and I also find eating raw in general is very time efficient. You don't have to clean the dishes, you don't have to get any other ingredients with it. When it comes to cooked meat, I find this way more delicious, of course. It's very tasty, especially baking a steak in tallow. That's super tasty. And it's more comforting and warm. But once I started to boil my meats, I noticed feeling stuck, having trouble to go to the toilet. The meat, it was kind of tasty. Drinking the broth was kind of tasty. I would set a pot with water and the meat boiling for about a half a day to get the meat really tender. But I just felt really stuck. No bloating, no pains, no troubles, no aggravation of the symptoms. The same as with the raw meat. I didn't experience troubling symptoms anymore that I would have with other types of food, still having this parasite in me. Yet I felt so stuck. I didn't go to the toilet frequently at all. I definitely, when eating beef, prefer it raw, rare or medium rare. I find it to be easier to digest than to cook the whole meat. And that's why I really stay away of huge quantities of beef that is cooked. Now, experiencing both these ways of eating, I did enjoy it, but around that time I had other issues going on in my life that I didn't really feel satisfied eating this way. It was very restrictive to me, but I continued it because it didn't aggravate my symptoms. Now, I didn't see an improvement in my health, which was unfortunate. And being so restrictive at that moment in time, also coming from a vegan diet, which was also very restricted, really didn't help my mental state or my happiness at all. Then I just didn't know what to do anymore. And luckily I went on vacation. I traveled to the Dominican Republic, finally seeing my family again after 10 years. It did me so well, and they helped me with my situation over there. For a long while I was dealing with this issue, but in the Dominican Republic I figured out by doing all kinds of tests that I had a parasite. Now, this parasite didn't come from a food. I did stool tests, I did a urine test, I did blood tests. They checked my ovaries as well with all kinds of things because I had symptoms of severe hormonal problems as well. I was tested on Helicobacter pylori, which didn't turn out positive. I want to share with you how I think I got this parasite. I think it was from this one time that somebody in this house puked a lot, and that person got sick. My boyfriend got sick, he just for a day, but I got sick for almost 2 weeks. I had to puke a lot. That's when the discomfort in my stomach started. I had it on one side of my stomach. Even touching my skin would really hurt. And yeah, from there on, I was experiencing all these symptoms. So I think I got it transmitted through something. So not particularly by eating some type of food, but getting it through something else. Now, through my family, I've learned that they're also really terrified of raw fruits and raw veggies. They like to eat everything cooked because they don't want to get contaminated with anything. I think that I got contaminated because my if it was through raw meat, let's say, or through any type of food, my stomach acid wasn't great, especially after veganism. I helped it get better in the Dominican Republic, and now my digestion is amazing. It's super strong, but I think in that time it wasn't strong enough to get rid of the supposedly bad critters. The Dominican Republic is great at treating parasites, so I'm glad I went there. My family is also very knowledgeable about it, and I now feel stronger than ever, healthier than ever. I got a really strong digestive system, and that's really a big center thing of health. I noticed that in just my whole vibe, just everything, my whole body just feels 100 times better now that my stomach and my digestive system is working a lot better. Right now I eat predominantly animal-based and raw and cooked. I have some fruits here and there like apples, blueberries, cucumbers. I will sometimes have some type of starch like a plantain or a sweet potato. Maybe sometimes a little bit of rice, but I try to stay away from carbs. I stay away from vegetables in general. I just don't like them. So this also means that I'm not eating zero carb. Now, to conclude my experience with eating raw and eating cooked, I like raw better. It digests easier. My mental state is clearer, and it's just way easier. It's not as tasty as eating it cooked. I'm really satisfied with the way I'm eating right now, and I'm very happy with it. I don't feel any discomfort in my body, so I'm not gonna turn to any type of restriction at the moment. I think that also helped me a lot with my mental state. I also discovered through this experiment that I have some type of allergy, or I don't do great with dairy except for raw kefir, raw yogurt, and raw cheeses. Other than that, I stay away from pasteurized dairy. And yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. If you want a video entirely on the Parasite situation and how I got better from that, it was an interesting experience. Leave it also in the comment section down below. Share this with someone. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to my channel for more of these types of videos. I like to share my experience with you. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.